Let's go. Let's go. Upward spiral gang. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. Woo. Yeah, like the start of Ed, Ed and Eddie. You guys ever heard of that? Let's tap in. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. Om Shanti. My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today, what we're talking about is pretty much anything, but I have some questions, a Q&A, okay? I'll have a Q&A for you guys. Just questions. They're very vloggy type questions so that you can get to know me more. And if you have any live questions, also I'll be answering them, okay? First of all, thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I'm here on an ascension journey with you guys, and it's been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm absolutely completely blessed. Like, no virtue signaling, nothing, okay? For real. Because I set the intention at the start of when, you know, CVID hit. And at the time, you know, I just made the commitment. Make videos every day. If I miss a video that day, I'll post 2 the next day. That was my commitment, okay? And I kept going, even though there were hurricanes, even though there were, you know, different things that happened along the path, I still kept going. And that's the mentality that we have to adopt as flow state Jedis, is just keep going, okay? You're the one guiding your ship. You're the one guiding your boat. You're the captain of your soul, okay? So this is what it's about. This is the journey. Every day and every week, we keep getting better and better. I saw that someone asked me a question of, why do you call this the upward spiral gang? Well, when I was in a very dark place in my life, that's all I told myself was upward spiral gang, upward spiral gang. I didn't know what it was. It wasn't a concept. It wasn't a movement. It was just a mantra personally, for myself, to remind myself that I'm getting better and better. That each day I'm gonna improve, no matter what. No holds barred, okay? And that unstoppable momentum of just that mantra, upward spiral gang, because we're spiraling upwards, okay? We're ascending upwards from the darkness, from the pits of hell, all the way up to heaven on earth, okay? That was the mentality, that was the fuel, the spark that kept moving me forward, okay? So that's why I call it the upward spiral gang. I know that spiral is associated with samsara, or cycles of suffering too, but there's every single cycle is important. You know, we call it the flow cycle as well. Every single cycle is important to consider, okay? So anyway, man, let's get into these questions, right? All right. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So, what's your favorite place to go on vacation? Okay. Look where my background is, okay? That's the kind of vibe that I want to generate. Okay? That's the kind of vibe that you want to generate. That vibe is probably the Maldives, I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to manifest Bali. I'm going to manifest Bali, full stop. My heart pulls me there for some reason. It's not called the island of the gods for no reason, okay? There's some spiritual activity happening there that's pulling all my energy centers towards that island, and I don't know what it is. But I was also on Tinder swiping on Bali, okay? I got a few matches, actually. I have a feeling that my dream girl is in Bali. I have a deep-rooted feeling about this, okay? My dream archetype of woman is over there. She's over there, and our timelines haven't caught up yet. Right? I'm speaking like Andrew Tate. Bugatti. So, Bugatti. Wait, what was the question? Oh yeah, vacation, right? Yeah, Bali, man. Not just because every six-figure coach like goes there or whatever is on a holiday. You know, a lot of the Australian coaches that I used to follow used to go to Bali, and all the coaches actually that I used to follow were super into Bali. So that might have some kind of a level of underlying conditioning for me to go there. But I do know that certain people are called towards that island, right? And I just feel that natural organic pull towards the island of Bali. So I don't know, man. So anyway, next question. How many countries have you been to, man? How many countries I've lived in, I'll tell you. I don't know how many I've been to. There's a lot to count. So till I was 7 years old from India, I moved to Thailand, then Switzerland for middle school. Then I went back to Thailand for high school. Okay, so that's already, we have 3 countries, India, Thailand, and Switzerland, right? And then we also have the US, where I moved to the US for college and a year in London. So we'll take that 5, 6, around 6 countries or 5 countries I've lived in, and I would say probably 8 maybe overall countries I've visited. I like the number 8, so that also might be a biased answer, you know what I mean? Like, I really like that number. Man, I should have made myself some more coffee before starting the stream. Anyway, gotta keep myself naturally hydrated, naturally in the zone, naturally energized. Okay, I don't need caffeine. I don't need caffeine, baby. I got this energy, this chi right inside of me. I'm a flow state Jedi. I don't need any other substances, man. I'm here to win it. I'm here to get it in the zone, right here, right now. Here we go. So, what's your favorite TV show? Of all time or currently? That's a good question, right? I would say the longest running TV show has to be the best, logically, okay? Which is, drum rolls, The Simpsons, okay? Homer, oh, are you little? Don't have a cow, man. Okay, this is my lifeblood. This was my lifeblood. I used to tune in every single Sunday, I remember, as a small child. Watching The Simpsons. No, I gotta watch my Simpsons, Mom. Dad, I can't do that. I know my school report is for tomorrow. I gotta watch The Simpsons, though. I gotta catch at least that episode. Because I knew they were gaining momentum. I already knew because they had every single topic. We already consider them kind of like psychic to this day. There's something there, man. Matt Groening's energy, there was something there that was very, very pivotal in shaping American culture. And I hadn't really understood American culture because, of course, I didn't grow up in America. I was just, visiting, going back and forth. You know what I mean? Celebrate good times. Come on. What's happening, right? So I'm answering all these, questions. So, what's your favorite TV show? I would say The Simpsons, hands down, is my favorite TV show of all time. However, currently, perhaps, I don't know, I've started watching some anime. Baki is a really good show. Shaman King, of course, hands down. Let me see, One Piece. All these animes are great. Documentaries, How to Become a Tyrant. You know what I'm saying? Like, How to Become a Tyrant is a really good one. Then we have, What You Mean About Time, bro? What you mean about time, huh? Bro, the timeline was meant to happen like this. It was meant to happen like this, bro. It was meant to be on the 4th of August, 2022. A man was reborn into the world with 1,000 subs. As he pierced through the valley of his mind, he started to shape the consciousness of humanity. Okay? So yeah, Anyway, next question. Next. Okay. Have you ever met a celebrity? Yes, several. That's not a good question. Okay. Who's your favorite? I've even coached celebrities, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I can't share all those names of the celebrities I've coached for confidentiality reasons, obviously. But yeah, man, I've coached celebrities. So if you ever met a celebrity, yes. Who is your favorite actor? Oh, this is a good question. What's your favorite MMA combo? Ooh. I love the fucking leg lock, dude. I love the wrestling move, you know? Where you get them in the leg lock and then you go over them like this. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it done very well. That MMA move. Favorite actor? It used to be Jim Carrey way back in the day because he could morph his face into all of these facial expressions, right? He was like the man with 1,000 faces or whatever. And I really respected that, bro, because this guy, and also he's very, very, very smart, right? As you see him talking about life, you notice his pupils are dilated. He's very awakened, you could tell, right? The way that he's speaking about humanity. And that whole deep rest quote that he took from another dude, but anyway, he popularized that in the mainstream. You know? You prefer kicking or punching, and why? Damn, that's a good... I don't know, man, because... So, for me, kicking is something that I'm still working on. It's something that I'm still developing to the level. I do love the roundhouse kicks. And it's something that I'm still kind of in the zone practicing. Punching, however, like I have generally a bigger upper body, and I have more confidence with my punching, and so it's just more fun to kind of play with new punches, the newer types of punches like hooks or like uppercuts, things like that, right? Because I know the basic kind of like cross, you know, jab and cross. Like that's been very routinely practiced for like months and months and months, right? And so I actually yesterday or a few days back, I was so amped up on energy, bro. I locked the office door and I was just shadow boxing, doing push-ups, you know, jumping up and down, just randomly. You know, that's the momentum of the testosterone that's building up through this SR journey, you know, just made me want to do that naturally. So I think men are supposed to actually wrestle and fight and, you know, do these things. But we've lost that natural ability because, of course, culture, you know, wants to vilify, right, men and stuff like this, and aggression and things like this. So anyway, man, I'd say, kicking or punching. I would say I like kicking more, just because there's a bigger learning curve for me, and I have to really challenge myself and pull out different aspects of my mindset. But if you were to tell me, like, right now, what would I prefer? Not in the future, it would be punching. You see what I'm saying? But I think in the future, I will love kicking. It'll just be something that I naturally do. I love the idea of using, elbows and knees, too, for some reason. I know that's... technically in professional MMA, I don't know if you can use those, right? After a certain level or something like this. Or I know in Muay Thai you use it, and also in Panjo you use it. But it's very effective, man, right? It's like the hardest object hitting the softest object. So anyway, that's what she said, right? So, what is your favorite childhood toy? Well, he's right here. Okay, no cap, no questions about it. Next question, okay? This is Timbo, by the way. Hard objects, huh? So Timbo has been with me since I was like 10 years old, bro. And probably I'm gonna give my son or daughter this toy to pass on this tiger lineage that I've been so heavily. You know, I used to read Calvin and Hobbes, so many Calvin and Hobbes over here. Let's see which one this one is. Just the generic one, right? So like this was really, really powerful for me as a symbol, like growing up. As a symbol, it was very powerful for me. Because this was one kid, right? Kind of looks like me now, too. Shit. I look like the Indian Calvin. Anyway, so anyway, this guy, right, Calvin, he was so way too smart for his age, right? That was me growing up, bro. I felt that way. I felt like Calvin growing up. Honestly, I felt like I was in my own world of imagination and like adults wouldn't get me. But now as an adult, I can actually, like, I can finally piece these things together. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, man, that's my favorite. This is my favorite childhood toy for sure. How many shoes do you have? What kind of superficial questions are we getting here, boys? Hey, how many shoes do I have? I would say right now or overall in Delhi, I have a bunch of shoes, bro, that I kind of left there with my dad. My dad comes and visits, by the way. I say my dad, like, not like he's there in Delhi and he's away from the family or whatever. That's where he works. You know what I mean? So, how many shoes do I have? I still want to say 8. You know, so many shoes. You need a new house, bro. Yeah, bro. I have a lot of shoes, but here currently I have like maybe 2 or 3 pairs, bro. I don't have that many here. I honestly don't need it. Back in the day, I was very prone to flexing, let's just say that. I was very prone to flexing, so I'd buy like lots of shoes. I wasn't like a sneakerhead, you know how some people they collect shoes and it becomes like this designer trophy or something that they show the world. It wasn't like that, bro, but it was just like, you know, I like my shoes, you know, like a man likes his steak, a man likes his shoes. What's my shoe size? What do you like to love? My shoe size is USA 10. I don't know. Do you want to send me some shoes? Is that what you're asking, Ryan? Okay, so how many kids do you want? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. If I'm going to have kids, time will tell. You know, time will tell for that one. What's the last movie you cried to? Aw, snap. Let me think. Probably Last Samurai. Man, that scene... in the end, bro, it gets me. It gets to me, man. There's some kind of warrior spirit there that just unlocks something deep inside you as a man, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's that warrior cultivation energy of like, man, like, there's another man, you know, showing and like, writhing in sacrifice and pure honor that is just, it's so empowering, bro, that scene where all of them, you know, join in and stuff. So yeah, that's what I would say. I think it was Last Samurai. That was the last movie. I could be wrong though. What was another movie I watched? Agnipat I watched actually a day ago. That made me tear up a little bit at certain points. But yeah, man, Amitabh Bachchan, man, you gotta give it to the guy. Really good actor, man. Really, really good actor. He speaks a little bit like this throughout the whole movie though, which is kind of weird, right? If you're Amitabh Bachchan watching me right now, like, what was up with your voice, bro? Did you have, like, laryngitis or something? Or it was just naturally very deep. You know, it's like a caveman voice almost, in a sense, in the movie, right? But he's playing the Don, so he's gotta lower his voice. You know? What's the last movie you cried to? Yeah, maybe yesterday. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Oh, man. The worst movie I've ever seen. Probably one with a really shitty ending or something. Ooh, good one, Ryan. If you could play a character in mythology, who would you like to play and why? Character in mythology. Probably Shiva. Probably Shiva. Just because I have such a good relationship with that deity. And it's just a powerful symbol of my life, which is creation and destruction, you know? Like that rebirth symbolism that's there is very applicable to my own life. So that's what I would say. I definitely, yeah, I'd probably choose Shiva, or second would probably be Janus. I feel like that would be fun too. That'd be fun as well. However, I could see a combination of a lot, man. I'll just see the combination of the deities that I work with. It would probably be the best answer, because then I'd be like multi-dimensional, and I could play many roles. Like almost like I could go into a chamber and then choose like which mythological being I want to choose, and then like I'd pop up like sort of like that. that Netflix show, like Moonlight, whatever, right? With the animations, with Duncan Trussell. Anyway, man, yeah, that's what I'd choose, a combination of all of them. But an Indian Asmodee sounds really fierce, you know? Whoa. That's very interesting to think about, man. I'll have to come back to that, okay? So, what's the worst movie you've ever seen? Yeah, okay, maybe Sharknado, I don't know, man. If you would match up with a random ex on a dating app, what's your opening? I don't know, man. It would be something very silly. Let's be honest, right? It would be something probably very silly because I don't want to start it off with the tension that we had from the past, you see? So it'd probably be something like, look what the ocean dragged in, or something like that, you know? It would just be very non-committal, right? It wouldn't be like, hey, it would be a little more effort than that, right? But it would be something like, you know, fancy meeting you here, or something like that, you know? Like very kind of like, it's like I'm trying, but I'm not really trying. You get it? So that's what I would say to past ex. It depends who she is as well. Like I try, some exes just don't message me back, you know what I mean? Like they're tired of my shit or whatever. But some of them, you know, they will have conversations with me. So it depends on the relationship you have with the ex as well, right? The context. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Oh yeah, so I answered that. Have you ever shot a gun? Probably. Have I ever been to a gun range though? No, not. I don't think I have, bro. Damn, that's a good question. That's a really good question. So, have I ever fired a gun or shot a gun? Maybe a BB gun. Nah, man, but I need to get to the gun range. Now this is triggering me. I've never shot a gun. Yo, that's fucked up. Would you carry weapons? If yes, which and why? I don't know, man. That's a really good question. Are we in the current now, or are we in like the future? Because I want some cool kind of futuristic weapon, man. I don't want any of this stuff that people have around, you know? Like for instance, you know, London is known for its stabbing, or you know, US is known for its guns. I guess it's also location dependent, right? I'd probably have some magical powers, bro. You know, so like some kind of orb in my hands that could diminish people, or just like melt people with my third eye, something like that. It wouldn't be like actual weapon, like maybe a switchblade, or maybe like a brass knuckles, or something inbuilt like a chip that fires, you know, venom or something like this. But it'd be very eclectic and unique. It wouldn't be like a weapon that you could see out in the open. It would be very concealed, and it would be very swift, a very swift maneuver. Yeah. Oh man, if I could actually have a weapon, you know, and it was allowed to be carried around in public like that, it would be probably like the Vega claws or the Wolverine claws, man. There's something about that that's so dangerous, you know what I mean? Yeah, just like the metallic adamantium claws. There's something about that that speaks to me. Probably because also my I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Actually, I'll say it. Why not? Because my BDSM type is primal. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope my hope my aunties aren't watching this video. That's all I hope. Anyway, what movie did you watch last? Okay, what movies did you watch? What movies did I watch last? Agnipat. I thought we. Hello, aunties. Hello, right? Like, why do we always do that voice though when it comes down to auntie? You know, I think the auntie, like, what is the Indian equivalent of a Karen? Like, I've never considered this, but like, what if it's like, you know, Karina, maybe? You know, Karina's the closest one I thought of. Karina. I'm sorry for if anybody is named Karina. I apologize deeply for that comment. Um, no, I don't. Okay, so what movie did you watch last? Okay, do you enjoy roller coasters? Not as much as I probably should, okay? What is your favorite alcoholic drink? Oh, man, that's a good question. It'd have to be a tie between... This is a good question. Well, it depends, man. My cocktail mind is different. Pause. And my hard liquor mind is different. You know, when I order something. If I'm ordering hard liquor, it'd probably be like a tequila shot. I like bourbon and cognac, like, you know, very rich, like hard liquor. You know what I mean? And for a cocktail, I would go for Moscow Mule, which is like a combination of whiskey and ginger ale and stuff like this, I believe. And probably whiskey sour, you know, because they have a raw egg in it. I like that. That's badass. Yeah, those are probably my favorite drinks. So in case, you know, we're ever at a bar together, Ryan, you know what to get me. I'm playing. But if any girls are watching, you know, now you know what to order me, or we're going out on a date. You know, you could be like, oh yeah, he'll have the, well, she's probably Indian, right? Oh, he'll have the whiskey sour. Right? So, who is your celebrity crush? Oh man, do I really gotta say this one? Okay, I'll say it. So for the longest time, and this is a very weird one, for the longest time, I remember, I watched this movie, well, it was like Nancy Drew, and then I watched Wild Child with Emma Roberts. God damn, bro. I had a crush for her for the longest time. Even when I was in a relationship with girls, I would tell people, like, you know, there's something about that Emma Roberts girl, you know. And like her sassiness in Scream Queens and all the roles that she played, right, in different movies. Like this artistic, like stuck up, really annoying but cute archetype that just drew me in for some reason as a small child or as a teen, right? And yeah, Emma Roberts, if you're watching this, you know, first of all, let's get rid of that schmo Evan Peters or whatever, you know what I mean? And if you're still dating him, that is. I don't even follow up with like E-News or whatever, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's who I like the most. You know, Emma Roberts, if you're watching, thank you so much. I respect your personality. Okay, let's just say that. Which sport do you like the most? Which sport do I like the most? Probably, I like table tennis, man. I like UFC. I like soccer or football. What was that question, Ryan? What did you say? Hold on, let me just scroll. I can't scroll up on this. This is live. So you gotta have to type it again, my friend. Oh, favorite totem animal. Okay, favorite totem animal. Favorite totem animal is probably a tiger, but it depends for what reason, right? So it would have to be the dolphin if I were to tap into my sensual nature or sexual nature as a man. Tiger is probably like for my willpower or solar plexus, so it's for me to get things done. And for thinking or my creativity or my mind, it's probably the hawk or the eagle or the black kite type of energy that, you know, scurries around and sees things from higher perspectives and different angles and things like this, right? So those three are my top totem animals. You can say mind, body, spirit, right? Have you ever cheated? Have I ever cheated? No. Not consciously. I do remember that me and this girl had like a break or like a trial separation thing, you know, once. And I do remember, I think I like grinded on this one Asian girl at the dance club. That was all. That was probably it. But I probably told her about it too, at the time, like afterwards, you know, after we met up again. So it's not necessarily, it's not really considered cheating in a sense, but Yeah, man. All guys, so this is the thing, right? All guys think about cheating, but you just have to be honest with that whole process and the type of lifestyle that you want to build. I didn't have this kind of AZD tech or IMC mentality back then. You get what I'm saying? So I'd probably just cheated just to be a, unethical man, because that's what society was showing me back then. All the reality shows, all the TV shows, everything is telling men to, stray. Because, and I grew up, man, not understanding that as a man, you have to speak your truth into the world. Okay? So I was a little bit into that hiding mentality. Now I'm more open in my relationships. I'll tell girls, after we built like significant rapport, I'm not going to say it right away, right? But I do say like, hey, this is my lifestyle. This is what I want. This is what I'm trying to build, and I want to be, more than one person and so forth and so on, right? I've also decided to mention this to my mother and also talk to my dad about this, but dad doesn't really seem much into it, right? He kind of shut it down and had his own theories of it. My mom kind of understands it, but she still doesn't really get it because she's like, oh, this is like a Simone de Beauvoir type of lifestyle. Like you can be with anybody. No, it's not, Mom. Okay, it's not a Simone de Beauvoir lifestyle. No. Okay, this is not polyamory or something, right? This is a new mentality, a new way that we're looking at relationships. And it's totally different, right? Anyway, what's your biggest fear? Probably the deep sea, brother. Drowning in the deep sea, in the deep blue ocean. That'd be my biggest fear. What's your favorite midnight snack? Probably like pop chips or something like that. I use maybe like wasabi peas, pop chips, salted peanuts, something like that, man. I like, in Bengali you'd call it like tuk-tak, right? Tuk-tak just means like little snacks, kind of, right? It's a weird name for it, but it just means like snacks that you get around the place, right? I love ginger ale. I love ginger ale, man. Cereal sometimes is great after midnight too. What's your pet peeve? Man, I have a lot of pet peeve. Pet peeve in what? Pet peeve in relationships, pet peeve in friendships, pet peeve in, you know what I mean? Like, what context? In every context? Imagine you're stuck on an island and you'll survive. What are the 5 items you'll need, okay? For one, I probably want some kind of like a Swiss Army knife type of thing that has a lot of different tools. So I can cut through the wood to create something if I want to. So I can, just like tech, like just a toolkit for men in one object, right? Like a Swiss Army knife. The next thing that I would probably get is probably some mode of entertainment, right? So something like my phone. I would take my phone with me so I can shoot videos on the island and I'll put them on YouTube. You know what I mean? I'll be a vlogger on this island. I'm trapped on the island, but I'm still making videos, And no one knows where this island is. I'm trapped, but I'm still making videos, bro. Right? I'm like, I need water, but I'm still making the video just for the likes. Okay? So, that's so funny to think about. Probably some kind of, like exercise equipment, maybe like a resistance band would be like a good thing to take because you can really utilize that in various creative ways. Probably some sort of a system of like purifying the water. So it'd probably be like a water bottle that if you can just take the seawater, it'll cleanse all the salt water and it'll distill it into really good water. So I could just have infinite water that's there to drink and safe to drink. So, and the 5th one, did I mention 4? Maybe I mentioned like 3. Some reading material, or journal of some sort. That'd be probably it. I don't want like a weird walkie-talkie from the 1970s that I don't know how to use, and I don't know. I don't want money there, because like who knows what kind of currency is there or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm stranded, at this point. So I got to make friends with the animals. I got to, find some telepathic devices. Anyway, My pet peeve is, I don't know, man, when girls just do that high pitch kind of laugh, you know what I mean? Like that, I don't know why, bro, but it annoys me so much. It's like that Cardi B laugh, you know? Like that fucking high pitched, like just gets into your head and you just go, man, no. You know? Oh, like, what are you doing? Why? Why is that a trend? You know, now you have young girls going, oh, like that's the vibe. That's what's sexy nowadays. Okay, get out of here. Okay, you're a leech. Okay, I don't know why that annoys me so much. Probably some deep trigger, right? Anyway, what is it? Have you ever cheated on a test? Nah, I can't think of a time. Probably have, maybe like in middle school or something. You know what I mean? Like where tests weren't that important. Probably then, but not like later on in my life. I don't think so. I actually wanted to be like the dude that like triumphs in the test at the end of the year. But at the beginning, I was just like kind of getting by, you know. But at the end of the year, I was like, man, I'm gonna prove all my teachers wrong. I'm gonna put in extra time. I'm gonna do this thing. And I remember I walked into my biology teacher's office and I was like, I put the test results on the front of her table because she always told me you're never gonna make it, you're gonna get low scores, you never hand in your homework, you're never here on time, you're like, she always constantly reminded me. But at the end, at the final exam, I got a 5 out of like 7 or whatever, right? And she would always give me like 4s in her class or 3s or whatever. And I just came into her office. I just walked in like a mafioso don, right? I just put how are you doing, miss? I just slammed it on the table, right? And she's going, oh, interesting. And then she looked at it for a second, and she looked at me, then she looked back at it, and she said, is this yours? You know? I'm like, yeah. Oh, congratulations. Like a fake congratulations or whatever. Like I could see her writhing from the inside, you know, about to become like a witch or burst into flames or something. And she just gives it back. And I just I felt so good, bro, in that moment. The spitefulness and the feeling of revenge like that I got in that moment. I was like, ah, yes. You know, that's what we need as men, bro. That's the energy that we need. It's like that walking away. So dropping the mic and walking away. If you can do that as a man in real life, it's going to shake you to the core, bro. It's going to construct your personality after these moments. Man, good memories. You know what I mean? I remember also that I once we've all had one of those teachers that help us succeed, and we spite them. Ah, man. Yeah, bro. I've always had that one teacher, man. I remember this one teacher like put me into a math class just because I was Indian. Oh man, bro. I was like, why? Why did you put me in an advanced math class all of a sudden, like out of the blue? Right? You think I was doing like, you know, calculus or like quantum fractions or something like this? Like just because of my race? Stereotype much? Yeah, exactly, bro. I was so mad, bro. I was honestly so mad. That was the time I was probably asking the other, you know, kids for like, bro, what the heck is this? Like, help me with this, bro. Like, I asked the Korean kids who would like play Warcraft and get high marks. You know what I mean? Anyway, do you enjoy shopping at the mall or online? I honestly like shopping online because I know all my sizes and stuff. But sometimes online even you get weird shit and they get sent back or something like this. You know what I mean? Kevin Hart meme. What is the talent nobody knows you have? I don't know, man. I can beatbox kind of well. Not really. Kind of. It's decent. I mean, it's not like... Like, you know, it's not like bad. You know what I mean? What is another hidden talent that I have? I don't think it's a talent, bro. But my pinkies are not... They're like bent. You see this? I don't know why they're bent like that. It's not normal, bro. But they just are. They're like bent. I don't know if it's like a birth deformity or what. But anyway, that's not a talent. A hidden talent of mine is probably... I could probably write good poetry, right? If you didn't know that. Well, that's not really a secret, though. I'm a rapper, so Oh, I wrote 2 books, right? When I was like 11 and 12 years old. It's a hidden talent. Okay. Anyway, what do you miss most about being younger? Oh man, what do I miss about being younger? Oh man, just saying random stuff and like getting like adults' approval on it, you know? Like just saying the most absurd thing and they're all like, yay, you know? Oh man, that was such a nice feeling as a kid, right? You'd come in, you draw this like elephant that looks like a toenail or whatever, and they'd go, oh my god, it's so good, right? Oh, we feel validated in that moment, and we go, oh my god, maybe I can really be an artist, you know? You get that gumption, you get that grit underneath your feet that pushes you to, you know, go and excel. But little did you know they were lying and white lying the whole time. You know, it's that, bro. It's that energy. Adults need to treat people kinder, you know. But also, they shouldn't be like the participation trophy moms who are like, everybody's a winner. You know, don't raise kids like that. It's really bad for their self-esteem, okay? What is the most trouble you've been in? Okay, so I peed in public in kindergarten. This dude from Finland named Just, fuck you, bro. Right? If you're still alive today, I don't know, bro. If you're watching my YouTube at all. But, bro, you got me into so much trouble. And you know what they told me when they caught me? Like, why did you do it? You know, the bathroom was like a mile away or whatever. Like, why did you do it in public or whatever? And I was just like, I just really had to go. You know, that was my response, because that was the truth, right? I really had to go, and this dude convinced me to just do it here. And I was like, why not? You know, that was it. He didn't like manipulate me to do it, obviously, but still at the same time they were like, but you do, you know, you didn't really do anything bad, and maybe you were put under some peer pressure, but you have this very mischievous look about you, young man. I was like, mischievous look? What are you talking about? I'm adorable. What mischievous look do I have? You know? So I don't know, but you seem like you cause trouble. It's just, it's within your smile, young man. That's what she told me, bro. That's what she told me as a young kid. Of course I'm going to question authority. Right? If you hear as a very small young child that, like, you know, you look a little bit mischievous, you know, you're going to start questioning yourself because you don't have a fully formed identity yet, right? Anyway, that's the most trouble I've been in, man. Also, I erased, well, I didn't really get into trouble for this, so that doesn't really matter. Let me skip that story. I don't want to say that one. Anyway, what's your idea of a perfect day? Oh man, wake up, you know, just follow through my whole process, you know, of the day as it's meant to be. You know, wake up, TM, cold shower, you know, meet with people, have fun with friends, have fun with women, have you know, really good lifestyle, an amazing, you know, mentality. Just sharp, you know, flowing, abundant. Like maybe me speaking on stage would be the perfect day, man, to 1,000 people, just like here on YouTube, 1,000 people. Imagine if 1,000 people showed up to one of my events in the future, right? That would be dope. That would be a perfect day. Coffee or tea? Man, you know I love that coffee, bro. You know I love that coffee. No cappuccino. Okay? Man, I love that coffee, okay? If you could, like, get me, like, a Colombian coffee or hot cocoa, right? That's our go-to, you know, statement that we say to girls. Coffee or hot cocoa. You know, you gotta choose one or the other, okay? I know we can't force the feminine to make decisions, but coffee or hot cocoa. Okay? At the same time, man, I love certain brands of tea and things like that. I used to drink a lot of tea in the past, I would say, but I just got so addicted to coffee, bro. Honestly, I'm so addicted to it. It's the caffeine. It gives me that feeling of rush, that jitteriness to get things done. It gives me more of that fuel. And it just re-energizes you, right? Coffee, you take a quick nap, you drink coffee. Sometimes when you drink coffee and take a nap, you could actually sleep, right? For some people, they can do that. I can do that as well. Like an espresso shot or whatever. I'll crash from the spike of caffeine within me or whatever. right? It's weird because coffee is meant to keep you up. But anyway, it works for power naps, right? Really quick naps. Anyway, would you go to space? Heaven, yeah. If you could have dinner with anyone alive, who would it be? Anyone alive? Dinner. I don't know, man. Maybe one of my mentors, ASD, Frank White, Joe. Well, I had dinner with Joe actually once. It was nice. Probably a celebrity of some sort, maybe in the flow state industry. Maybe I'll meet like Steven Kotler or one of these, you know, people associated with flow. Rest in peace, Csikszentmihalyi. Maybe their sons or daughters I'd meet. Dinner with anybody alive. Oh, wait, dinner. So that means it's a conversation, right? If you could, how to save a life, if you could save someone, how would you do it, right? Where did I go wrong? Wow, my Wi-Fi is really bad, guys. I might have to end this, okay, soon. Let me just go through up till like 30 or 40, and then we'll call it quits, okay? Would you go to space? Yes. If you go to dinner with anyone alive, who would it be? Probably, I actually want to speak with like Sadhguru or someone like this. Indian Wi-Fi for the win, exactly. If you have dinner with anyone dead, who would it be? Probably my ancestors, you know? Probably my ancestors. That'd be the best answer, right? That's best choice. Yeah. What was the best subject in school for you? Probably theater arts. And psychology. Those were the top two. In high school and onwards, you know? What was your hidden talent? Oh man, didn't we mention this hidden talent stuff? I don't know, man. Oh, I can do this thing called gleeking. Is that a hidden talent? Gleeking is when you shoot out of under your tongue like a cobra or a snake. I have a Naga lineage, and so I can, like as I do this, right? I can have saliva shoot out, almost like venom. And I used to creep people out, like back in the day. They're like, I used to just say, "Bye," and as I said, "Bye," it worked only when I said that. And it's a weird hidden talent, right? Like this is not normally something, but it's an actual thing that I realized later. It's called gleeking. Bye. It's like a spray. It's like a fountain, right? That comes out. It's really cool. I can't believe I'm sharing this here. That's wild. These are great questions. Who would you tell everything to? God. Next question. How many people have you kissed? I don't know, man. 17 plus? 34. Oh, that's question number 34. What talent do you have that surprised you? I thought of such a raunchy one. But let me just say, what talent surprised me that I knew I had? Well, I didn't know that I had a skill for drawing, actually. Like, when I was drawing cartoons and comics, I didn't know that I could do it. Like, I just kind of did it. And that kind of shocked me, because people would tell me, like, oh, this is really good, man. This is really, you know, you have a talent for this. And I was like, really? That's cool, you know? So that's one of them. The raunchy one I'm thinking about is, look at the size of my hands, bro. That should answer your question. Anyway, pause, right? So who can you tell everything to? I already answered that. How many people you can? How long would you last on a desert island? Forever. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? I prefer invisibility. How many pets do you want? Maybe like one. I don't know, one or two. I don't want to overdo it with the pets. I like to have humans around me, you know. Just, animals already come around me because my frequency is high at times. So, you know, already animals are going to come around me. You think I would want extra animals, like 7 different, you know, pets? Not human pets, bro. I like humans around me. I mean, not like pets. I just want to be around others, you know, and socialize. Not socialize with like parakeets or whatever. Like 7 different parakeets, you know, an Alaskan puppy, No, I don't need all of that. You know, it's like, yes, they will come around. Yes, I might find a great, animal that maybe I'll, take care of, like a small baby tiger once I'm like very, well off. But, like, then it's just like, so what? It's like we're here to be better than these animals. We're not here to keep animals as like we're not here to keep a wildlife sanctuary in our backyard or like a zoo. This isn't like Tiger. What was that? This isn't Tiger King, right? This guy begs to differ, but anyway. How many oceans have you been in? 8. I love saying 8 for all of these. What is the most embarrassing memory from school? Ooh. Man, the most embarrassing memory would have to be the time that this teacher, me and Russell Vincent, Russell, if you're watching this video right now, bro, I'm going to send you this chunk. Someone send Russell this chunk. Russell Vincent. Find him on Facebook. Send him this chunk of this video. Bro, they made us dress up like little girls and stand in front of this assembly line and sing something in front of the assembly line as little girls, like little Bo Peep. They dressed us up in like tutus, like pink tutus, bro. That was the most embarrassing thing. No cap. Okay? Dead ass. That was the most embarrassing thing in my entire life, bro. I would never have imagined that the Indian schooling system would humiliate a man using the opposite gender. I would have never imagined. Okay? But that's the reality these kids face. They face humiliation. Public humiliation is what it was. Okay? Russell, bro, you've been through that. I've been through that, bro. We now have a shared trauma bonding. You know what I'm saying, bro? And we are more manly, hopefully. I hope you're manly, Vincent. Now, as a result of that, because we understand the bullshit we had to go through in order for us to overcome these things. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I always had this thing against authority, right? I was the rebel growing up. If you had a statue, where would you want it to be? Probably wherever my ashram is. Wouldn't that logically make sense? Right? If I had a temple or a stoic base, and there I would have a statue, and what would it be of? What would be the statue of? It'd probably be like a golden tiger, or it'd probably be maybe a golden Padmasambhava statue or something like this. That'd be really cool. Yeah, like holding a vajra in one hand, and that'd be really cool, man. Yeah. Are you more like your mom or dad? Probably dad. I'm gonna be honest, because my dad has a meditation retreat. He's very calm. Why the Lotus-born king? Just because I'm in that lineage, the Vajrayana tradition, and his tradition primarily inspires me the most. I mean, I've seen the biggest improvements tapping into his frequency in a short amount of time. Like he's known as the second Buddha, right? And so he's almost like a secret Buddha of the people of Tibet, of Bhutan. A lot of people know of the Lotus-born king, of the Lotus-born master, right? And the whole Dhaka and the Dakini thing comes from that lineage, you see? And so that's what really inspires me, is that lineage is so powerful, and the fact that feminine energy can actually be embodied, that women are embodiments of wisdom, has completely changed our lives, as you know, right, Ryan? And just game and life and people in general around us. Like, they understand that as we're going on like this wisdom quest. So Doje Drolo is another form of the Lotus-born king, right? In a sense, right? It's like a wrathful incarnation, right, of his. So he's like the pinnacle of it that branches out, and he's one of the few, I guess you could say, founders of this kind of movement. As far as he's told me, I don't know what the reality of the situation is. I don't like Google this stuff. This is through the energy, and other people, Also, Enlightened Dating for the win. Thank you, big brother. Absolutely, man. Enlightened Dating is Actually, we're going to have a podcast episode on Enlightened Dating, I and Ryan, so you guys want to tune into that for sure. Yeah, let's pick a date for that, Ryan. That'd be really good. Enlightened Dating. It's a new concept, completely blows every other concept out of the water as per combining spirituality with dating, you know what I mean? Which, not a lot of conscious spaces to do that. I tried this online dating thing in a conscious group, but the universe was giving me so much resistance against that. So there was clearly something pushing me away from that community. Because I tried it multiple times, you know, and every time it didn't pull through. So there's got to be something more. It does make dating and relationships more spiritual. Yeah. I mean, life is spiritual, you know what I mean? Like, we are spiritual beings here having a human experience. And so if we just, you know, view dating as dating, so what? Like, how is it going to expand our lives, you know, together as these two, you know, electromagnetic creatures? So, more like my dad. So, what is the best part about being your age? I think the depth of information that comes from being a man my age, okay? The depth of information, like the more grounded, mature information that comes through a person who's lived a lot of life, you know? What is your dream job? I'm living it, bro. But I mean, this to its extent, to its T. I'm not there yet, obviously, but I do want to be the greatest flow coach on the planet, okay? Right now it's local, it's India. I'm aiming for India first. And yeah, Primal Sutra for the win, absolutely. Primal Sutra is going to be like the, you know, the future's, well, I can't compare it with anything, right? Because it's a movement by itself that's so powerful. It's not like a mind valley. It's not like a, you know, seductive instinct. It's not like that. It's such an entity of its own, you know, it's like a complete different planet. And when people come to visit the Primal Sutra planet, they're going to understand what we mean about this. Go to primalsutra.com. Our website, listen, our website isn't complete yet, so don't hate on that, but you'll find out a little bit about us on the website. And, you know, shoot us an email. Shoot us an email at primalsutralifestyle@gmail.com if you're interested, okay? Would you rather live in a submarine or an airplane? That's a good question, bro. Describe Primal Sutra as a program, okay? Primal Sutra as a program is to help men develop themselves spiritually in a fast, pragmatic, and effective way. Okay? A lot of spirituality is vague, it's ambiguous. They don't know where to start. Should I do crystals? Should I do tarot? Should I get into astrology? Should I start chanting? Should I do mantras? Should I do meditation? I don't know, bro. Tell me where to go. I'm lost as a man. If you're thinking that as a man and you need a process, Primal Sutras is a process where we basically take you from mind, body, spirit, okay? And we go through the whole entire model based on, you know, 7 weeks of training with us, or I guess it would be 9 weeks of training with us, right? Where we take you through the process, and each week we give you some new information to actually actualize into your newer version or your newest self. So the archetype we're focusing on is something we call the priest beast, okay? And the priest beast is a combination of your lowermost dense primal masculine parts of us, right? That's the beast within you, the caveman within you, right? Then you have the priest, the higher ascended master within you, the spiritual one, the one that wants to ascend and create the bodhisattvas here in this generation, that wants to awaken others, right? Be a leader, be a massive contribution on this planet. So we need to combine those and get ourselves to the highest rendition of our physical avatars, right? So we're working on building our bodies up. We're working on building our minds up. We're working on accelerating our spirits to a state where we're just so expansive. And, you know, when we started this journey, we were simping, we were beta, we were unconvinced of ourselves, we were atrociously nice, and this process saved our lives, okay? This process is what made us awaken as beasts, as warriors with a spiritual side. And so if you're interested, if any of this that I'm saying to you resonates with you right now, you want to follow the program of Primal Sutra. Seeing how we've gone through this process, what has been your biggest insight? The biggest insight has been truly devoting and crystallizing different mindsets into our daily lives and with our rituals to pay tribute and homage to the deities that we work with, and creating such a flow state lifestyle and a pathway for us as individuals that now we have accelerated downloads coming in, and it's made things so much more clearer in my mind, right? Because we're getting this guidance, because I have this muscle testing down at a specific level. And if only I knew this earlier, if only I knew how to accelerate my powers and understand that all it was a combination of working with nature, you know, devoting my time towards really crystallizing these spiritual practices, understanding what works for me. You know, if I knew these things, I would have done it way earlier. So the fact that you're hearing about this now, you know, it might be too late, but hop on, get in touch with us anyway. You know, we might, the program, as you're watching this video, the program might have adapted in the future to something else. But still, if you're still getting this pull or this call towards getting help in this area of masculine development, and again, it's not only for men, right? We have women who are interested in Primal Sutra as well to help with their feminine archetypes, the maiden, if you want to improve your siren archetype, if you want to improve, if you want to be the goddess, if you want to be the queen archetype, okay? We can help you attune to that specific archetype using energy work, okay? So it's vast, man. This work is vast. We have a female client tonight, that's right. Shout out to her. And yeah, man, it's such a fun process. You know what I mean? What is your favorite school subject? Oh, I answered this. What superpower would you have? Probably, I want to say mind control. Okay, I want to say mind control. But again, if I go into a public place, I may hear people's weird thoughts, and I want an ability to switch it off. You know, I don't want it all the time. Or learn to control it at least. It's called mind control, bro, not mind out of control, okay? Anyway. Where would you go first if you were to teleport, Bali? What would it be in 5 years? You know, flow state, dojo, shaman, badass, you know? Same, like right now, I think even greater, okay? That's it. Do you have any secrets that nobody knows? Probably. Okay, is that the question? Do you want to know them, or what? Do you have any secrets? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what celebrity could you beat up in a fight? I don't know, man. I'll take on PewDiePie. Okay? He's the greatest YouTuber of all time, apparently. Not anymore. Send this clip to PewDiePie's team. See if you'll fight me. Okay? No, I'm serious. I'm being serious. Send this clip to PewDiePie's, someone who follows PewDiePie, and I'll fight him. I'm in India, so if you can get all the way over here, I'm sure you can. I'll fight him live. Okay, so, would you rather live in a penthouse or a giant farm? This is a tough one, bro. Neither, man. Neither. I would rather live in a giant temple in the middle of the forest with my concubines. I don't want to live in a penthouse or a giant farm. I don't think that would be exciting to me. Which sibling do you like the best? India! That's right, Zen. Which sibling do you like the best? I don't have siblings, bro. What? Hey, you've been arrested? I've been arrested? No. Never been arrested. Almost. No, but never been arrested. Never been arrested. Can't say I have. What is the dumbest thing you've ever done? I snuck into a nightclub once when I was young, like pretty young. And I remember they were complaining about like some shots being fired at the nightclub. So I got really scared then. It was really stupid of me to do that. You know, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and I didn't know that these kinds of things happened in Thailand, you know? I really didn't know that these things happened in Thailand. Like, there's shootings in nightclubs? What? It was outside of my reality. That was a stupid thing. That was a really stupid thing. Because I could have died. You know what I mean? That's like what is the dumbest thing that you've done? Oftentimes translates to what's the dumbest thing that you've done where you could have died. You know what I mean? I mean, for a story to be interesting, they either, you know, some bodily fluid, this is what my uncle says, some bodily fluid has to be, you know, left out of the body, like some blood, some kind of, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? Unless it's not a story. Have you ever ding-dong ditched? Is that where you, like, fluids, you said, mate? Ding-dong ditch, is that where you, like, press the doorbell and run away? Yeah, I've probably done that. Probably done that. When was the last time you were sick? A while back, man. Ascension flu time. You guys remember. When is the last time you went to the hospital? Man, a meningitis scare. That was ridiculous. Okay? Just because I couldn't do this. Okay? They took me to the emergency room. Like, this is so ridiculous, bro. How often do you brush your teeth? Every day. What animal do you resemble? Probably a tiger. What would you rather be able to fly or read minds? Read minds. What's the first thing that you would do if you had the power of invisibility? You guys are really sneaky with these questions, huh? What would a man do if he had the power of invisibility? You tell me. You tell me. What is the first thing that he would do? Okay? He'd rob a bank. What were you thinking, right? What were you thinking? Locker room stuff? I don't know. That's kind of creepy, bro. I don't know. I don't need to go into a locker room to see that, you know? Probably some very ethical things. Yeah, very, very ethical. What is your favorite drink? Favorite just drink in general? Ginger ale. Coffee. Coffee. What sport is most exciting to watch? Probably most exciting? It's probably UFC, bro, honestly. Or soccer. Sometimes the volleyball players. Yeah, the female volleyball players. Yep. That's the most exciting. Exciting! I mean, you asked exciting, right? What sport is most boring to watch now? I don't know, maybe croquet or something like this? Okay, lacrosse? I don't know. I don't watch boring sport. What is your nightly routine? We have a very specific nightly routine and a morning routine with Primal Sutra. Ask us when you are part of the program, please. Okay? What is your favorite breakfast food? Breakfast food. Ooh! Give me like a croissant, right? Like a croissant. Slice it in half, put some like cheddar on it, right? Some cheddar, some ham, some eggs. You know what I mean? Like just like a breakfast sandwich or like a breakfast burrito. I don't have that every day, by the way. If I did, that'd be heaven. But I don't. I did this morning, though. Do you consume a lot of caffeine? Oh, are you being judgmental, my good sir? Yes, I do consume a lot of caffeine. What charitable cause is closest to your heart? Alzheimer's, bro. My grandmother has Alzheimer's. That's really close to me. No one should lose their memory, bro. That's the saddest thing ever, man. What is your first memory? First memory is driving around in a rickshaw with my grandfather, bro. I know that's really wholesome. That's my earliest memory, honestly. Or I actually remember my birth. Okay, this is weird to me. Like, some of you might not believe me when I say this, but I actually remember not coming out into the world, but I do remember, like, the color of the room. And I remember the nurse. And I remember, like, what the place looked like. Is that weird? Because I've gone back years later, and the place has changed. They have the same color walls, and I walked in, and I saw that place, just to confirm it. And that blows my mind. Which animal do you think is the cutest? Cutest? I don't know, man. Why are you asking me these questions? Probably a kitten. Don't get me started on, what did you say, before my time? Before my birth? What did you say? Don't get me started on the time before my birth. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have memories of the time before your birth, Ryan? Is that what you're saying? Like, as you're floating around in space, in that box? It's not a box, let's be honest, right? It's the most comfiest room in the world, right? We don't need anywhere else. Like, that's why we as men, we isolate ourselves, you know? This is why we isolate, because we just need the warmth of, not a, you know, obviously human vagina. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that, actually, because think about this, right? This is how we're all brought up into the world, right? And That's the thing. That's the place we feel safest. The beats per minute that they play in nightclubs and raves is the same beats per minute that a mother has to calm down the baby. Think about that. Think about how we're being brainwashed. Okay? So, what celebrity do you look up to? Vidyut Jamwal, amazing individual. What other celebrities, man? I mean, if you consider AZD a celebrity, then him. Celebrities you look up to. I don't know, man. There's not too many celebrities I look up to, you know. I'm not like I don't. You know who's been showing up on my feed quite a lot though? Is Andrew Tate. You guys watch that guy? He's taken over the internet. Like, what the heck, right? This thing just keeps showing up on my feed. Man, Bugatti, right? Now it's become a trend. It's become a meme, right? It's incredible, dude. It blows my mind. It blows my mind how he's able to do that. But he's not playing by the Matrix rules. That's what I'm seeing. He's clearly not playing by these rules. He's a glitch. We always need the opposing side, right? He's like the glitch that the Matrix needed to do something with it. I don't know what that is. Like, I'm a glitch, you're a glitch too, probably watching, and we're all glitches in this Matrix because none of us are following this like the status quo wheel anymore, right? We're all we've been sparked with that gnosis of that creativity and inspiration where we're not going to do things normally as society prescribes to us, right? Some of us are to a certain extent, but then we're going to transcend and go way beyond that. I have a feeling. People on this channel specifically. What animal... Okay, so I already answered that. What fear do you want to conquer? Fear of water. What was your favorite TV show growing up? I already told you that, Simpsons. What's your favorite social media app? Probably Instagram or YouTube. How long would you survive a zombie apocalypse? It depends who's with me, and it depends what weapons we have, and it depends on the context and whether we're in the future or not. Okay, because the future might unveil to us a lot of different kinds of weapons, a lot of different kinds of, avenues and pathways. Maybe we can go underground in the future. We don't know this, right? They were saying that there was like lizard people under LA a while back. You guys remember that? Like, anything could happen, bro. We don't know. Do you like cold or warm weather? Warm weather better. Do you like cold weather, Lois, or do you like warm weather? Huh? Which one do you like? I don't know, Peter. You tell me. I don't know, I like warm weather, because I'm from India, as Zen said. India. Okay? I bet that's what all my followers are doing right now. 1,000 subscribers, India. Okay? Jai Hind, with signs. That's what people are doing. By the way, the people who make comments like, oh, come on, bro, you're Indian, you should have done this, or come on, bro, you're Indian, why didn't you make the samosa sideways? Or, come on, bro, you're Indian, why don't you have a Ganesha on your dashboard? I do actually have a Ganesha on my dashboard. Thank you for asking. Thank you very much. Have you ever seen a ghost? Yes. Next question. Which genre of music do you listen to most? Probably hip-hop or rap. Favorite band? It used to be D12 way back when. Favorite band? You're insecure. Don't know what oh, no, I'm just playing. I don't have a favorite band per se. I don't know. My band of Flow Jedis and my band of deities that I work with. I'm going like this because they're like associated with each chakra, right? Who's your best friend, mate? Okay. Probably for right now, the man watching, Ryan G, is probably one of my best friends. No cap. Why am I speaking a British accent all of a sudden? Big brother, are you over here? Hello? Man. These are like repeated questions. Who's your celebrity look like? Ooh, this is a good one. Who do I look like? Like a mix of Slim Shady, Cal Penn, I don't know, like one of my ex-girlfriends, she said I looked like a sexier Aziz Ansari. I don't know how you guys feel about that, right? But that's what she said, so I don't know. That's what she said. What was the last concert you attended? Probably Drake. What was the last concert I attended? Yeah, probably Drake. O2, London. What was your favorite book? Art of Seduction, man. Why do you think these videos became so popular? The Art of Seduction. That's probably one of my favorite books, just because it's so profound and so deep, and I keep learning more things each day. You know. We gotta start, Ryan. We gotta start like an Art of Seduction tribe. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are into it and they want to speak about it more. So we'll probably figure out a way to do that with the Primal Sutra program somehow. We're interlinking it or interlocking it somehow. And if we could get Robert Greene on our podcast, that'd be really cool. What food can you not stand? I don't know, man. Oh, okay. So, I don't know, bro. Like, you know when I went to Thailand, right? There was this weird street food that I tried one day. It was like a sauce or like a side dish, something that I put over my noodle soup. And bro, it was the most bitter. I don't even know what it was, to be honest with you guys. But whatever that was, I couldn't stand it. It was just too weird. I don't even know what I was eating. It could have been an insect. It could have been a frog. It could have been it could have been anything, bro. That's the scary part. And I'm not gonna go and like have my friend translate into Thai what it is. You know what I mean? What are these questions, bro? What video game do you play the most? What video game? Life, bro. What do you mean, what video game do I play the most? Life is the best video game in the world. What are you talking about? The most HD 4K that you can ever experience. Okay, but no, for real though, the most video game hours probably in my life would probably something like FIFA. Probably have to say, because I used to have a PSP back in the day, where I would just play for hours and hours upon hours. Until I got out of that habit. I got out of that flow state. What do you call that? Like a flow state days. Right? Life VR. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Zen. Thank you. If you had a time machine, what year would you go back to? 1980. Great Scott. Okay. One of my favorite movies, by the way. Back to the Future and Way of the Peaceful Warrior and 8 Mile and Inception. Those are my favorite movies. What other favorite movies do I have? Yeah, those would be probably the top ones, bro. Time machine, what year would I go back to? Probably before time itself. Who is your favorite childhood memory? What? That makes no sense. How many times have you stolen from your sibling? I don't have a sibling. I probably stole from myself, though. Stole my own Legos back to myself, extorted it, blackmailed myself and my multiple personalities, and it was a whole thing. Okay. Do you enjoy shopping? Okay, these questions are getting really lame now. What is your biggest achievement? What would you do if you won the lottery? Oh, this is a good one. What would you do if you won the lottery? Okay. First of all, what would I do? I'd probably host a giant event. And it would just be the most epic event. I'll invite everybody to that event. Bypass security, bypass laws, everything. It would just be a massive party. Okay? Blow it all on that one day. Okay? Because I won the freaking lottery, I'm not going to maintain my wealth like that. Like, when you win the lottery, your mindset is like, I won it, I'm going to blow it all away. And that's what you do when you win the lottery, okay? Because you don't feel like you've earned it, so your consciousness is just going to, do... Yeah, Zen said, hell yeah, So that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you win the lottery, you might as well just live it up. Okay? It's like being a crypto billionaire. What are you going to do with your time, man? You're just going to live it up. Right? Give yourself permission to live a little. What was the last concert you... Oh, man, why are you repeating these questions, though? Hamburgers or pizza? Do I really give a shit? I don't know. You know? There's this really good pizza here, though. It's called... the place is called Fabrica? Fabrica, probably, something like that. And they have this, like, thin crust, you know, old school Italian mobster pizza, the minimalism. What about minimalism? Zen? Minimalism. You know? Hey, Tony, what do you want? I want minimalism, bro. Well, look at this room. There's way too many fragments of my imagination in it. Hey, let me clean up a little bit over here. Let me clean up a little bit over there. I only have one bed and, you know, my corner where I take my Botox, and then just like some, you know, some nice elven furniture, you know, for me and my mafiosos to do their thing. You get it? Forget about it. All right, so guys, they were going on for 80 minutes, okay? I'm going to end it here. If you have any final questions, let me know really quick. Thank you so much once again. I'm so grateful for the 1,000 subs. We're going to continue winning. We're going to continue thriving, okay? Absolutely share this movement. If you're getting anything from this, share this movement, share this mentality with other people you come into contact with today, okay? That's going to really start to cause this ripple effect from this live stream. And salute. May the flow be with you. And stay legendary. Let's get it. Upward Spiral gang, may we never be the same again. Os.